What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Last Word Sports Podcast. We're your hosts tonight. I'm Scott Caberts.
Charlie Owens.
And we're going to be talking about Super Sunday,
Super
big game,
Bowl.
Super Bowl. We really haven't put out enough content about this, but go check out my Jimmy G video. Old Jimmy Garoppolo Goat. Don't take a dub this Sunday.
He's not that good.
Well, Offset says he's a dog.
Well, if
and
Offset says he's a dog.
Offset is a 99 overall in Madden, Charlie.
Offset
Are you a 99 overall in Madden? No, you're not. Okay.
My player is.
You know what, man? Okay, listen. We're going to talk our Super Bowl picks.
Yep.
You know, undisputed style.
Undisputed style.
I will be Uncle Shay. Charlie will be Skip because he looks like a younger
It's
Skip.
my turn!
He looks like a younger Skip, but that's okay. And no Tim Tebow support here. No disrespect also.
There are worse.
Skip looks drippy, bro.
There are worse things to be than Drip Bayless. Have you seen that man?
Yeah,
that man
he's
is
iced up.
jacked.
Jalen Smith gave him some glasses the other day. Oh, yeah. Have you seen that video where it's a promo where he's like lifting weights, getting ready for Shannon Sharp, and he's like training to debate? He's like, and then it shows Shannon, and it's like a bobblehead of Skip, and he's like, Skip.
You see him,
oh, no, Skip, don't do that, Skip. Don't do that, Skip. No, Skip.
You see him whipping in Lil Wayne's Lambo, bro?
Yeah, Whip Bayless,
That's
bro. Whip
amazing.
Bayless.
Okay.
Dude, he's homies with Lil Wayne.
He's homies with
Lil Wayne was
Wayne.
actually a
They
Packers
out here,
fan.
man.
He was devastated, man. But that's beyond the point because Jimmy G ended the Packers. Well, actually, Jimmy G threw 8 passes, the lowest in a playoff win since
Defense.
like the 1980s.
The Niners defense has won them every single game.
Yeah, so Chuck, let's start with you, man. Why do you think
So
the Chiefs will win
I
the
just
Super Bowl?
after watching just Patrick Mahomes,
My homeboy.
after he got back from his injury, you made a fantastic video on him. That's actually the most viewed video on our channel. So if you haven't watched it, go watch
Chiefs
it.
are legit,
It's an
baby.
amazing video. Yeah, just the Kansas City Chiefs, as you said, they are a legit football team. They are a Super Bowl contender, and now they're here. They're at the big stage. Andy Reid is an interesting coach, I want to say.
I mean, he hasn't had a ton of playoff success. His playoff record is 14-14, but he's been to like 7 NFC Championship games. He's been in the Super Bowl before.
Like, he's experienced.
He's one of the most creative offensive minds in football. Like, he's legitimate.
And he's got one of the most creative offensive quarterbacks.
Yeah.
in
Patrick
the
Mahomes
league
can
right
do
now.
anything.
Patrick
man.
Mahomes can do anything. You got guys like Tyreek Hill who's trying out for the Olympics now because he's so
Oh my God.
fast.
They actually polled a ton of NFL executives, Charlie, and they said it wouldn't even be close. The Chiefs would just blow them out of the water. Nobody thought that the Niners were going to win. And it was really surprising to me because, you'd think these guys would say, oh, yeah, the flashy pick would be Patrick Mahomes, but the Chiefs, like, as a whole aren't as talented. But everybody just said the Chiefs track team of receivers, the Niners just won't be able to run with them. So it's interesting. But I chose the San Francisco 49ers. I just think Jimmy G this year, he hasn't been great. 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions.
His defense has carried him all year.
And, he's just kind of been above average. But I would tell you
he's
this.
been fine.
Jimmy
I wouldn't say
Garoppolo,
he's bad,
he's shown up big when they've needed him.
Yeah.
Like, when they were down 10 to the Arizona Cardinals.
He's a very clutch quarterback.
Let
I'll
it
give
come
him
back.
that.
When they were down, I want to say 21 points on the road to the New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees in the Superdome. Jimmy G outdueled Drew Brees. He threw for 349 yards, 4 touchdowns. And I know Kittle made a huge play on that last play, but Jimmy G was making throws all day long.
It helps when you have the reincarnation of Rob Gronkowski.
Kittle's phenomenal. We'll get to him in a minute.
Love me some Gronk.
But the key is Jimmy G has been big when they need him. He's converted 3rd and 16s against the Seahawks. He's done his job. And I think Jimmy G in this game will be able to do just enough behind a running game that is honestly the best in the league at this point, with a phenomenal head coach who's a great play caller, a great defense, like you said, the best tight end in football.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy G will be able to do just enough. If they need him to step up in a certain situation, I think he can do it.
I didn't say Kittle was the best tight end in football. I said he was the reincarnation.
Because you're thinking your boy Travis Kelce on the Chiefs.
Travis Kelce he's a dog.
He's a dog.
He
I will give you
is
this.
a dog.
Travis Kelce is a sweet route runner. He's like Evan Engram of my G-Men, but like times 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not much.
It's the Super Bowl, Scotty. Don't talk about the G-Men.
He's not. Well, Super Sunday. Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold playing cornhole for the Super Bowl.
Because they won't be playing anything else for a long time.
Anyways, Travis Kelce is a better route runner than George Kittle. I will give you that.
Yeah.
He's super fast.
George Kittle's more like powerful.
As a blocker, Kittle is like the best in the league. Kittle was actually the highest, according to Pro Football Focus. He received a grade of 95.0. the highest grade out of all offensive players in the entire NFL. He was the best offensive player in the league.
Yeah.
His blocking.
It takes 3 guys
He's
to
like
tackle
a star
him.
left tackle. And yeah,
It takes 3 guys to tackle him.
He's a tank.
You
running
cannot
around.
tackle him,
He
man.
broke Travis Kelce's record for most receiving yards by a tight end in a single season. Kittle's phenomenal. Although Kelce's really nice, I'd personally take Kittle. Now, here's the other key. As much as I love Andy Reid and I love Kyle Shanahan, and I know Kyle Shanahan blew that lead against the Patriots 28-3. But for me, that wasn't so much about Kyle Shanahan blowing the lead. Because in that game, right, Kyle Shanahan was the offense coordinator for the Falcons. Kyle Shanahan all year long had won games behind the arm of Matt Ryan. Devontae Freeman was a good running back, solid running back. But the Falcons got to the Super Bowl because Matt Ryan was league MVP and they had a super amazing passing attack, right?
Yeah.
Prolific passing attack.
Yeah.
And people got really pissed at him, and they attacked him after the game because they were up 28-3 and they didn't score after that because
boy.
they kept passing.
Let's go.
And people said if they had run the ball, they would have won the game,
Yeah,
right? There
drawn
was
out the
actually
clock. Exactly.
Julio Jones made a phenomenal sideline catch, and then immediately thereafter, Matt Ryan took a sack to take them out of field goal range. And people are saying, run the ball, kick the field goal, you win the game.
Right.
But he stuck with what got his team there. And I think in this scenario, it's running the ball that's gotten his team there. Shanahan learned his lesson. He's been a phenomenal runner. And even then, I wasn't upset after the Super Bowl at Shanahan's play calling because he stuck with what got him there.
Yeah.
As old Skip says, Texas saying, the girl who takes you to the dance, you dance with her. So they got to the Super Bowl behind the arm of
You're
Matt
watching
Ryan.
too much
You're
Undisputed,
right
Scotty,
about
I'm
to the end. You know what I'm saying? You don't just switch it up. And I think it was more of Dan Quinn's defense in that game and Tom Brady throwing for 300 yards in the fourth quarter in overtime. Patriots greatness. I don't think Kyle Shanahan lost in the game. On the other hand, Andy Reid has lost multiple games due to his poor time management late in games and his lack of a running game. The Chiefs, if they're up on the Niners, can't run out the clock, can't run the ball. Damian Williams is solid, but they're just a passing attack on offense.
Yeah.
Given they have the best passing attack in the NFL, but
Yeah, they do. When Patty Mahomes gets going, like, you can't stop him. Like, we saw that. And, I mean, I'll be the first to tell you that Chiefs win that coin toss last year. They're probably going to the Super Bowl.
yeah,
'Cause, like,
I'm with you there. Man.
Yeah, in the AFC Championship, they're probably going to the Super Bowl.
D4 doesn't offsides.
Yeah.
Frank Clark of the Chiefs, actually, he was on the Seahawks last year. The Chiefs got him and traded D4 to the Niners. So they're in the Super Bowl now.
Oh.
And Frank Clark was saying, if I was on the Chiefs last year, we would have been in the Super Bowl if I was there instead of D4. But, yeah, I mean, if you look at the Niners, for me, they're the more complete roster. I know the Chiefs are more explosive, especially on offense. But the Chiefs' offense is probably the best in the league, right? I mean, you could make an argument for, like, the Ravens, you know, but on a consistency basis, Chiefs have the most explosive, best offense in the league. Chiefs' defense has been a lot better under Steve Spagnuolo. Tyrann Mathieu, he is phenomenal. He's just got a great sense for the football. He's a ball hawk. But as a whole, their defense is just average, you know. They've been on a hot streak, but they're not great.
I mean,
especially against the run. I mean, they shut down Henry.
Shut down Derek Henry.
That's a good
Big
point.
trust.
But the thing is, though, the Titans line up in the eye. The Titans line up in the eye and pound Derrick Henry up the middle 30 times a game.
Yeah.
The Niners are one of the most creative teams in the NFL. They run motion on the highest percentage of their plays at any team in the NFL, and so they throw you off. They'll line up in 10 different formations and run the exact same play. You never know what's coming with Kyle Shanahan. His dad, Mike Shanahan, won 2 Super Bowls as the head coach of the Broncos with Shannon Sharp, and he's one of the greatest play callers ever, too. His son, Kyle Shanahan, is the coach of the Niners, so the Shanahans are great play callers. Point is, though,
Shannon Sharp.
Chiefs have an unbelievable offense, just okay to good defense. Niners, on the other hand, actually have the second highest scoring offense in the NFL at 29.9 points per game, and their rushing attack last week
Yeah, but most of that
gashed
because
the Packers 2 weeks
because
ago.
their defense keeps their offense on the field. Though.
That's true.
Like,
That's
defense
true.
gets
But
a lot of 3
their
and outs.
rushing attack, they were second in the league in rushing yards per game behind the Ravens. And Raheem Mostert, I mean, what the heck, dude? Had
Where did this dude come
230
from,
yards.
bro?
He was cut by like 16.
I know.
He's unbelievable. Point is, though, the Niners defense with Nick Bosa, D4, DeForest Buckner, Arik Armstead. They have Solomon Thomas, who's their rotational guy. He doesn't start. He was the second overall pick like 3 years ago. They have 5 first-round draft picks on the defensive line.
Don't
which
forget
is
about
phenomenal.
the legend,
And on the
man.
back end,
Richard Sherman.
Richard Sherman, bro. Like George Kittle calls him Uncle Sherm.
Do you see that Tyreek Hill press conference? With
Yeah,
Richard
he was
Sherman?
like,
he was like,
Mahomes talks like a frog.
well, like Tyreek Hill was about to go off. He was like, Sherm, I got some words for you, boy. You a legend. You a legend, and I hope we can jersey swap after the game. Getting ready to go off, and then just like absolutely compliments him.
Yeah, but I think the Niners defense is closer to the Chiefs offense.
It's going to be offense versus defense.
Plus, then the Chiefs defense is to the Niners offense.
I understand
That's why I see them winning.
I understand that
I think
argument.
they're better coached, more complete. They can run the ball if they get up. I think also the Chiefs have fallen short early in their playoff games. By the way, the Texans and the Titans were good. They weren't like the best teams in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The Titans were 9-7 and the Texans were 10-6.
Titans were rolling.
And in both of those games, they got down 24-0 to start against the Texans and 17-7 to start against the Titans. And they came back. I don't think they'll be able to come back if they get down double digits early in this game.
I agree.
Especially with the running attack. The way you beat the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes is quite simply you keep Patrick Mahomes off the field. You don't let the guy touch the ball and you just run out the clock.
And with the best defense in the league, that's kind of going to be...
Yeah, and the other thing is they can rush 3 or 4 guys and still get pressure on the quarterback. Because when you give Patrick Mahomes time, it's over, man. The Titans, they rushed 3 all game. Worst decision. He had all day to sit back there. And this is the concerning thing for me is the Niners play a lot of zone coverage. They don't play a ton of man. Richard Sherman, he's gotten clowned on by Darrelle Revis for this. He's not like a true, man-to-man.
What is Darrelle Revis?
Right, he's sitting on the couch right now. But he's not like a follow your number one receiver corner. He's like a cover 3 zone corner, even though he's phenomenal in his zone. Patrick Mahomes has like the highest passer rating in the NFL against zone defenses, and he's already great. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how. I'm really excited to see how Tyreek Hill does in this game.
I think this will be a great game. Definitely take the over if you're betting over 54 points. It's not going to be like last year's Super Bowl.
I don't deal with spreads.
13-3, man.
I don't deal with that.
God, last year's Super Bowl
I
was
just
so
know.
boring.
I just know the Gatorade color is going to be blue.
Gatorade's color is going to be blue.
Yeah, because both teams got red and they want to make a nice purple.
And my fridge is going to be raining green with Diet Mountain Dew after my brother buys me 11 cases that I got on the Niners this weekend because he, like Charlie, took a stupid bet on the Kansas City Chiefs.
I didn't take no bet on the Chiefs. I'll tell you that right now.
Anyways, guys, that's all we got for tonight. I'm saying Niners. Chuck's saying Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs.
Come check in with us after Super Sunday. Thanks for watching. This has been The Last Word.